Good morning, Scott School, on this wonderful Wednesday, February 19th. Oh, and a shout out to our bussers who yesterday entered the building and were so quiet and respectful, responsible, and safe as we waited for that first bell to ring. So great work, students. We're so incredibly proud of you and grateful that you know and follow our procedures. So I'd give you 2 thumbs up, but I'm holding the mic. So I'm going to give you 1 thumbs up for that. So great job. Friends, we recognize that your grown up, if you get dropped off or picked up, is driving the car. And it is super hard for you to make choices about them following our procedures or not. But any friendly reminders you can give them because you know what we're about at Scott School and you know how we practice safety here. Any reminders you could give about using our drop off and pickup loop. And then when cars are leaving our loop, turning right only because that keeps our traffic moving is so very appreciated. We want to make sure that we have a safe drop off and pickup procedure and routine every single day. So any help you can offer with that would be greatly appreciated. And now on to Mrs. Cochran.
Good morning, Scott School. So the word of the week you learned yesterday is cuisine. So first we're going to clap the syllables of cuisine. Everybody ready? Cuisine. How many syllables? Hold it up. Two syllables in cuisine. I'm sure you already talked about it, but what is your favorite kind of cuisine, Ms. Schwartz?
Food.
All food. Okay. My favorite kind of cuisine would probably be Italian. What about you, Mrs. Reha?
I love seafood and lobster tails specifically.
Wonderful. Moving on to Mrs. Schwartz.
Why, thank you, Mrs. Cochran. Friends, before we talk about our Panther Pride winners, I would just like to send a little reminder. I know it's been so tough. We've been inside with lots of indoor recesses because of all the cold. And I get it. It's kind of a little cabin fever. You just want to be able to get outside and get some fresh air. And I know that can be tough. What I would really like to ask you to do is, even though we haven't been able to get outside, please remember those procedures when we're in the hallways. I observed probably 2 or 3 times yesterday how students were given a redirect by adults and asked them to have zero voice. And not only did they continue to talk, they just walked away. That's not how we roll at Scott School. That's really disrespectful. So please remember, zero voices in the hallway. And when any adult gives you a direction to remind you to follow our Scott School rules, you need to follow those and you need to be respectful of that. And please be sure to check the flag today because we are hovering right around zero. We are hoping to get you outside if at all possible. So please keep a close eye on that flag today. All right, let's celebrate our Panther Pride winners from Miss Villarreal's class. We've got Tony, Alex, Jack, Nolan, Vivian, and Frankie. From Mrs. Carr's class, we've got Violet and Everly. And from Mrs. Denning's class, we have Emmy, Jenna, Gunner, and Parker. Congratulations, my friends. Let's go ahead and stand for the pledge. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Have a wonderful Wednesday, Scott School.